Okay, guys, once again, we're live. My name is Josh Gray L. I'll be your presenter for this evening and your host for tonight's hangout. I definitely want to send a big shout out and a big welcome to all of the new team members that have joined the Millionaire Ambassador Club organization over the past, man, just has been a huge wave of people to join over the past month of April. I want to say congratulations to the Millionaire Ambassador Club team for having just an amazing month, okay, for crushing the month of April in the markets, crushing it as far as building a business. And again, I want to give a special welcome for all the people that are taking a look at this project for the first time. Again, my name is Josh Gray L. And just to give you a little bit background about myself, I'm actually from the Richmond, Virginia area, born and raised. I was actually, I'm actually living in Northern Virginia, close to the DC area right now. I went to school down there. I got a degree in business management. After I left school, um, I came up here in 2008, right in the middle of at the beginning of the terrible recession. And one of the things that I learned, my mom always told me. My mom actually is visiting me here today, and she said, "You know what, Josh? The first thing you want to do when you graduate college, and this is for all you millennials out there, is you definitely want to have a business from home where you can generate some amazing tax benefits. Because if you're just working a job, okay, you're just earning income from a W-2. The government is eating you alive in taxes, and you have to have some way where you can deduct taxes legitimately from home, legitimately, right? So that was number one. Um, and I say that so you can take a serious look at this for none other reason. But what happened for me was I got started in my first home-based business. I had some great successes, some ups and downs. But all of that led me to this. So I fast forward and make a long story even longer. Me and a partner of mine by the name of Mr. Gregory Hinton, we were taking a look at this project, iMarkets Live, because in our prior project, a young gentleman had little to no success. However, he came over here to this project and he was able to open a trading account, use IML's products and services that I'm going to show you, and turn that $100 trading account to almost $14,000 in just a short 2 months. Guys, so I'm not saying that to impress you, but it definitely impressed me. And we took a serious look at it, and it's just been a wrap ever since then. Okay. So what I'm going to share with you was shared with me back in December that has just created a huge wave of momentum across the country and across the globe. Okay. So the name of this country is called iMarkets. Excuse me. The name of this company is called iMarkets. And what I'm going to talk to you about today is I'm going to give you a little bit of education on number one, how do people make money? I'm going to show you number two, our financial vehicle and what is iMarkets Live. And then I'm going to talk about number three, how you can make money with us and how much money can you make. All right. And then I'm going to show you how to get started. I'm going to show you the steps to start making money with us every single day, because I know a lot of you guys have been seeing the testimony. You've been seeing the amount of people that have been winning in the market today. You've been seeing all the profits made, and you know some profits with us. Okay, so I'm gonna break that down. So first off, how do people make money? Guys, there's only 4 avenues that everybody's income comes from. Okay, you have this actually comes from Robert Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant. Okay, and you have the left side of the quadrant and the right side of the quadrant. The difference in the two sides of the quadrant are strategies and mentalities. Okay, and I'm not going to go too deep into that. Just understand the strategy and the mentality of the left side of the quadrant is 95% of the population. 95% of the population trades their time, which you can never get back, that you can never put a price on, but they trade their time and effort for dollars. Okay, so when something happens and they're not able to put their time and effort in, they don't make any dollars. However, the 5% of the population, and really it's even less than that, they trade dollars, or they trade other people's dollars and other people's time for way more time in dollars, guys. So I want you to understand something. It's all about leveraging the efforts of money and leveraging the efforts of other people on the right side of the quadrant. On the left side is you are being leveraged. Okay, that is the key. So I'm going to show you how, first off, how you can put money to work to where you can make way more money than you can ever make working for yourself or working for somebody else. And then I'm going to show you how to make money with a system where you can leverage the efforts of other people to build wealth. Okay, if you want to. This is completely optional as a business owner. Okay. So what is iMarkets Live? Well, iMarkets Live was founded in 2012. We're established in over 120 countries. We're debt-free and profitable. We have a corporate team of over 100 years of experience. We have master traders, which you're going to see here later. We have cutting-edge robotic software. And the company was founded by a gentleman by the name of Mr. Christopher Terry. Okay, Mr. Christopher Terry actually started iMarkets Live, and what he's done is he's allowed us to combine two of the most powerful industries. Now, these industries, number one is the forex and the not the futures trading. Okay, excuse the typo. Is the futures trading industry. Okay, this is a 5.3 trillion dollar per day industry. Okay, and we combine that now with the network marketing industry. Okay, so forex and futures trading. I'm going to break that down in detail. Okay, but just understand, I said $5.3 trillion per day. Okay, and we merged that. That's the I quadrant. We merged that with the B quadrant, network marketing. So, guys, let me just break down network marketing real quick. If you don't know, if you're not familiar, if you've never done this type of industry before, just understand this is the most simple way and the most accessible way for the average person to access the same type of leverage that large corporations have. Okay, where you can incorporate the efforts of a lot of people, a whole lot of people, and make a small return. Okay, just like the job is doing most people when you go to work tomorrow. Okay, look around you. How many people's efforts are being incorporated? Can you tomorrow duplicate that? Well, getting started with us, we can show you how to duplicate that. Now, let me just talk to you about what is Forex. Okay, Forex stands for foreign exchange. Okay, now this is a global, decentralized marketplace where we buy and sell currencies. Guys, this is the biggest financial market in the world. It's the most liquid market in the world. It's open 24 hours a day, 5.5 days a week. It's a global market, like I said. You can operate this on any computer or smart device. It's not like the stock exchange. Guys, what I'm talking about is currency to currency, not company to company. There's no New York Stock Exchange, there's no Tokyo, there's no London where people meet up where it can be closed down. Guys, the New York Stock Exchange trades at about $22 billion per day. Compare that to the Forex industry, which is 5.3 trillion per day. See, this is where the big banks play, the central banks and all the big financial institutions and people. So how does this industry work? Let me give you a real life example that happened with us. Okay, last year for her birthday, my wife went to Italy for a trip with her girlfriends for about 9 days. And when she went on that trip, she took the currency of the U.S. over with her because we live in D.C. in the D.C. area. She took U.S. dollars. Well, in Italy, the currency they use is the euro. You guys don't know the euro is actually stronger than the dollar. So when she exchanged hers for euros, she actually got less euros. Well, luckily for us, she didn't spend up all the euros, right? She actually brought some back home, and we didn't immediately turn them in. We kind of held on to them. And when I got started with IML, I noticed that the value of the dollar had gone down against the euro, which made the euro much more strong against the dollar. So when I went and turned the dollars and turned the euros back in February, we actually got way more than we would have gotten if she would have turned them back in last summer when she came back. So that exchange right there is the foreign exchange market, and we do that. We make that margin, we make that profit, but we do it from our cell phones, we do it from our laptops, and we do it. We can do it from the bathroom at the job. You can do it from the Wi-Fi on the airplane. You can do it from the beach with your feet up, sipping the lemonade, sitting in the shade. Right? It doesn't matter. Okay. And that's the type of lifestyle that we're trying to share with everybody that you can be a part of. Okay. So who is the visionary founder and CEO of iMarkets Live? Guys, this gentleman by the name of Christopher Terry. Now, this guy is a highly well-respected and documented trader and educator who's mentored thousands of people over the past 20 plus years. This guy's been featured and quoted in all kind of books. He's published over a dozen magazine articles on trading. He's been a featured speaker for the last 15 years at the Traders Expo in New York, Vegas. I mean, accolades out the yin yang. The thing that I like about him, though, and the thing that you can't really duplicate, you know, and it's going to be real hard for a person to duplicate what we have here at IML, is this guy is big time. He's traded over $50 million of his personal money and corporate accounts. Guys, that is extremely, extremely powerful. This is one of the top traders at the top private firms trading Forex, guys, in New York. Okay? Now, how can you make money with IML? All that sounds good, but what does it have to do? What does it have to do with you? How can you make money? Okay? Well, let me show you how we're doing it. We have 3 basic but extremely powerful ways to help you make money. Number 1, we have something called FX Signals Live. Okay? FX Signals Live, this is what we call our auto trader, or our 100% hands-free mirror trading service, where you don't have to have any experience. You don't have to install any complicated software. It's just something you go to the website and you just fill in some simple information. You hook your Forex broker account to this, and you can select a master trader. So let me just show you kind of how this works, guys. Let me just show you. I don't know what my web browser is on. This is a new team member here. Let's see, fxsignalslive.com. You can go to fxsignalslive.com and you click on traders. Right now we have 5. We're adding 3 more new, highly documented, and highly visible traders in IML that have just been producing some amazing results. We're going to be adding them soon. But let's just take this one right here, Mr. Diversity, right? And you can actually click here. You can see every single trade. You can see the account growth, over 160% growth since, I want to say, May of last year when the account started. Okay, you can see, you know, he has his ups and his downs. But if you would have got started last year with the initial deposit of, here it is, with an initial deposit of well, I can't see what the initial deposit was, but let's say if you take 2,600 minus, oh yeah, initial deposit of about $1,000, we have been up and made over 1,500 in profit. What bank can you do that in? Think about that. You might say, well, I'm not rich. I put $1,000 in this auto trader, and I'm a year I'm not rich. What bank can you do that? Think about that. You just made a $1,500 profit over a year, and you didn't do anything. You went to sleep. You could have went to sleep. You just set it and forget it, and you flipped your money. So let me just do a quick simulation. What would that mean? Okay, what would that mean if you were to do this another year? Let's say you took that 25. Let's say you took $1,000. Put it in there. And I'm just gonna raise the risk multiplier up some. Okay, I'm gonna raise it up to, let's say, 3. Okay. Now, what if you did that and you put that in there, right? If you just raise your risk multiplier up to 3, which means you put a little bit more risk in, you would have gotten 477% growth. Your balance would be 57.79. So let's take this 57.79 with the same risk. Let's put it back in here again for another year. This is year 2. Okay, after year 2, you're at 33.401. Let's take that 33.401, let's put it back in again. Okay, remember, this is $1,000. If you and let's just say, you know what, you want to get your $1,000 out, and you say, well, you know what, I want to take 3,000 out at this time. Let me just get, so you put 30,000 in there, right? Boom. You didn't lose anything. After year 4, 173,000. You take 173,396, and you put it back in there. Wow, you're at $1 million in 5 years through an auto trader. So, and this is a very, very, what I would say, a very, very conservative trader. Okay, and that's not even as active. So I want you to understand. Now, again, past performance and past profits is not a future indicator of future profits. Trading does involve risk. So this may not happen, but I just wanted to show you he's had his ups and downs throughout the year and still was able to come out on top. So I want you to understand this is a very powerful way to build wealth. This is what the banks do. When you take your money to a bank and you put it in checking accounts, savings accounts, CDs, money markets, all these kind of products they come out with, what kind of, and you just gave them a loan. If whether you understand it or not, you gave them a loan. Now, what kind of interest did they give you on that loan? 0.1%, 0.05%, 1%, 2% at the most if you're lucky. Now flip that and ask them for a loan. How much interest are they charging you? Just understand this. What are they doing with their money that they're collecting? Why are they on every corner collecting money? Because the largest income stream for a bank is trading stocks, bonds, futures, and forex. So they want to take your money that you're putting in there, and they want to take it and do what we're showing you we're doing with it. They want to flip it and make way over 100% or 500% on your money, and then pay you a low 0.1%, okay, per year. Understand? The game is to be sold, not to be told. Okay, so but we're telling you the game. Now this is a very powerful tool that we have here. It's called a harmonic scanner. This is our number 2 product. Okay, harmonic scanner. This is a cheat sheet. Guys, let me show you. Let me show you guys how this works. Well, let me just bring up this one here. Okay, this is one of my live accounts here. But the harmonic scanner. Let me just see about this trade. Oh, is it going up into my range? Hold on. In the middle of a trade. I'm trying to look at a trade anyway. EURAUT. Wow, man, I missed. It went way down. Okay. I'm looking for it to come back up to this range and I'm gonna sell it. See, when we sell when it's high and we buy when it's low. When it goes down, we make a profit. So I'm looking for this to go back up here, and then I'm gonna buy it. I mean, I'm gonna sell it, and I'll make a profit on a 10-cent trade. I'll make a profit of 168 bucks, and I'm only risking 26 bucks. So, okay, it's a powerful tool, guys. Let me show you how this works. If you were to just get started trading, okay, if you would have just wanted to do this by yourself without the harmonic scanner, this is what you'll be looking at. You're probably thinking, what in the world do I do with this? Right? What in the world is going on here? This looks like the EKG reading or the Richter scale when the earthquake hit. You don't know what is going on here, right? Well, what about if you saw this? Let's say right here. What's going on with my scanner? Let's see, refresh it here. I'll be looking at my password. So scanner's kind of acting up right now. I don't know. It must be reloading. It happens sometimes. Anyways, guys, let me show you some of the screenshots. Basically, this is a cheat sheet. It paints patterns on the charts, so you don't have to figure out where do I put my entry point, where do I come into the market, where do I set my risk. It automatically tells you that on the scanner. Okay, it automatically tells you where you should come in the market. It tells you, first of all, it tells you which trade to come in. It tells you whether you're doing a buy or sell. Okay, and it tells you how much risk to set. It tells you where to put your stop loss to prevent losing money, where to enter, where to put your take profit. So to make sure you take profit at the right point. It's the cheat sheet, guys. So you don't have to figure out which trade to get into. It tells you trade. It literally prints money, and we now have it on mobile. Let me show. Well, I won't take too much time, but you can go to. Well, you can't see it now because you need to be a part of the company, but we actually have this now on your mobile phones. Guys, it is a wrap. We got the harmonic scanner on mobile phones. Understand, we about to kill it right now. People are making so much money because you don't have to be sitting at the computer, okay? And lastly, we have the live trading room. This is a live trading room where Mr. Christopher Terry, guy who's made millions and millions of dollars in the market, a gentleman that just has a phenomenal knowledge base that we can learn from over 20 years of the highest level of doing this trading. Okay, this gentleman gets in a live room every single day and he shares his knowledge. He gives us the fish. He takes us fishing. He gives us the fish. Then he teaches us how to fish. He gives us the trades to get into. He tells us what risk to set. He tells us when to jump in, when to jump out. When he says jump in, people put the trade. When he says jump out, people get out. When he's ending the session, he tells everybody to post their profits. Guys, I haven't seen nothing like this. It's extremely powerful. and we get live market education every day. All right. So, guys, that's how we make money with IML. Let me show you one more thing too. Let me show you one more thing that's powerful about what we're doing here with our team called the Millionaire Ambassadors Club. Okay. Let me just show you on Facebook. Well, you can see so many people. My timeline is just lit up with people having success. This is our CEO, Mr. Christopher Terry. As you can see, what kind of stuff is on my timeline? It's about people profiting in the markets. It's about people having success in business, and everybody on the team just winning. So let me show you something. In our group, we have these Facebook chats. A lot of times we call out trades in here. Let me see if I can find one. This is one here. One of our chats. Let me see a trade that was recently called out. So if you're trying to figure, well, are they just gonna bring me to this thing and I'm gonna be in this thing by myself? No. Look, this is a signal we just gave out maybe an hour or so ago. Okay, this is a gentleman by the name of Stevenson. He's a top trader with our team, and he's one of the top in the company, and is actually getting ready to be one of the auto traders. But he told us where to enter the market, where to put our take profits. Okay, and usually we talk about the stop loss too. We have a Telegram page for you guys that don't know. It's an mobile app called Telegram, and we shoot trade signals and education out in there all day long. Okay, and all kind of value stuff. We have our team Facebook page. Okay, this is for if you're a person that's looking to make sure you get a great amount of support. So you're in business for yourself, but you're not in by yourself. You want to make sure you attach yourself to a community of traders that wants to win just like you. But you want to make sure that you're with people that are more experienced. You want to make sure you're with people that are hungry, people that are looking for you to have success. Okay. So in this trading room, we get all kind of education. We get setups for trades every week. Let me tell you something, guys. Last week, Mr. Stevenson Lindor gave the trade setup. Okay. He told us where to get in at. And I want you to understand, this call he made was 100% dead on. And so many people on the team made money. I'm talking about we had people that had never traded before, their first week in the business. Okay, we had people that made $6,000. We had people that made $500. We had people that made a couple of people on the team made over $11,000, and we're talking about in one day. Okay, so I've never seen anything like this, and in my 10 years of experience in network marketing, I've never seen anything like this where so many people can win without having to sell one product or recruit one single person. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the script here, and I want to just go back to the presentation. And I want to talk to you about the 100% optional part of our program here, and that is the business building side. We talked about putting money to work. Now, if you're interested, you can also put people to work. How do we do that? Well, listen, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own effort. And the reason why is only 24 hours in a day. Can you work a 100-hour shift in a 24-hour day? The answer is absolutely. Put 100 people to work, then you're getting 1 hour off of their efforts. You just worked 100 hours. Think about it, guys. Like I said, go to work tomorrow. See everybody in the office and ask yourself, are you making a percentage off of their check? But you look at the CEO, he's making a percentage. The shareholders, they're making a percentage off of their efforts, right? You have to position yourself the same way. So we got a simple way to do this here at IML. We have a compensation plan that pays 9 different ways. The first way is a first order bonus. Anytime you refer somebody to IML, okay, as once you become an IBO, guys, when you refer somebody to IML, you make $35 commission. You can refer as many people as you want to, okay? Once they get the platinum package for $195, you make $35. The key is you want to refer 3. So even if you're a person that says, you know what, Josh, I don't really even want to recruit. I just want to trade. I say, oh, that's great. We're looking for you because we're looking for people that want to trade. This is what we got into this thing for. Like I told you, a partner of mine and I looked at this because we've been involved in several companies, okay? But one of the things that we had in common, once you leave that company, you might have a small residual check that you take with you, or you may not. You may have some team members that go with you, you may not. You may have some relationships that you built, hopefully. But other than that, and maybe a few skills, but you really don't have anything to take with you and show for it. So we wanted to get involved with something where we can learn a lifelong skill set to where we don't even need a company. It doesn't matter what happens. We can take this skill set and be able to build wealth, and then we can teach it to our kids and family members and loved ones. Okay? That's what this thing is all about. So if you're that person, you say, I don't really want to recruit, cool, we're looking for you. But if you want to get yours for free, if you want to get your monthly service for free with IML, all you have to do is refer 3 people that want to be a customer, that want to use these products and services to learn a skill, to build wealth, just like you. And yours is free. Okay? Now, as an IBO, okay, it's separate than the customer. As an IBO, you can make money. Okay? If you refer 3 people in your first 14 days, make $140. And anybody after once you refer your 3, anybody that comes in underneath those 3 guys, you'll make $5 all the way up to $10. Okay, very, very powerful. You think that's not a lot of money? Wait till it happens 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, or like what happened with me pretty much last month, 100 times in one day. Extremely powerful. So what's getting ready to happen next week is getting ready to just be crazy. But the rank achievement bonus, I want you to understand, anytime, this is what it's all about, guys. You bring 3, you make $150 a month, or you get yours for free. You bring 3, you help those 3 get their 3, and you make $600 a month. So your first goal is to get your 3, okay? The second goal is to help those 3 get their 3, $600 a month. The next goal is to help all those 9 each get their 3. That's a team of 50 people. Now you are $1,000 per month. So I want to rewind. What do you have to do at the job to get a $7,200 a year or $12,000 a year raise tomorrow when you go in? What do you have to do at the job to do that? Think about that, guys. Extremely powerful, and you can do that just by referring people to something that's going to happen anyway that they want anyway, and just putting yourself in the way and making it happen. Okay. Now we have these bonuses that go all the way up to $25,000 per week or $100,000 per month. But once you hit the Chairman's Club, we have something called the Chairman Club bonus. Guys, this is a powerful way we get paid. Let me tell you how it works. So every time, once you hit the team grows to 500, okay, this is for the big sharks and big visionaries, okay? Once your team grows to 500, not only will you make an $8,000 per month residual income, paid $2,000 per week, but the company will actually put $4,000 a month for 3 consecutive months in the trading account, and they will trade it for you. So if you're seeing what we're doing, turning $50 into $4,000, and people turning $500 into $70,000, people, all this kind of stuff, this madness that's going on. I mean, people just making a crazy amount of money. By the way, people are losing money too. That's I'm gonna be. Some people winning, some people losing, but we have way more people winning with us than we have losing. Okay. Just to keep it 100, right, guys? Think about that. If you're saying what we're doing with $120 or $1,200, what do you think that the company can do with the auto trader and with Mr. Chris Terry with $12,000 in trading that every single month? And what they do is they split the profits with you 70-30. Imagine that, guys. So as you climb the compensation plan, you will have a cumulative all the way at the top $531,000 being traded for you on a monthly basis. Okay, extremely, extremely powerful. So we're talking about $1 million bonus once you get to the top of this compensation plan alone. Okay, alone just through that just through the trading bonus. Then we have the 3x8 matrix. Understand, it's 3 levels wide, 8 levels deep. It's about timing and positioning. So you want to get back with the person immediately who invited you to this hangout, and you want to get started with them, okay? If not as a customer, as a business owner, because how it's going to work is you can take one of their positions of equity in their matrix. They only have 3 at the top, and you can override a lot of the production down there. It pays 9,840 spots at $1.50 per spot. You're probably like, well, $1.50, that's not a lot of money. But understand this, that's only for IBOs. Customers do not take up a spot in the matrix. So as a customer, you can have one IBO that has theoretically that has 9,400, that has 10,000 customers, personal customers, and you could be making 10,500 just on one IBO and just on one spot in the matrix theoretically. So I want you to understand this is no cap on the matrix. I mean, this is ridiculous right here. What can happen with the possibilities? I'm talking about. I'm not even gonna give you my numbers, but I just want you to understand it's extremely ridiculous. Now, anybody you're introduced to IML, you make a 100% match of their entire matrix check. So let's just say and there's some additional things you got to go through. You want to go to currencymovers.com, and you can click on team building. Okay, and you can actually see the compensation plan in full detail. Currencymovers.com. Okay, but 100% match on anybody that you refer to IML. That's extremely powerful, guys. If you refer 3 people, they make $1,000 each. You make a $3,000 matching bonus. I've never seen anything like it, right? So how do you get started? Guys, it's only $195 to get started, okay, and $145 a month. If you want to be an IBO, it's just extra 15 bucks. So $160, okay. Now you're probably thinking, well, man, $195. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. I know people personally that have paid 5 figures to learn this skill set. There's a kiosk in the mall down the street from me. It's called Online Trading Academy. Yeah, you can pay $1,000 per day, and you have to get a minimum of 12 days. And I got a guy on the team that before IML has signed up for a $50,000 contract to learn how to trade forex, guys. So we're talking about $200. It's a joke. There should be no griping about if you don't have $200 to learn a lifelong $1 million, multi-million-dollar skill set that you can pass down to the next generation. You're not serious, So you're just not serious. That's just it. So guys, get started. Learn the skill set. Take advantage of IML. Use the products. Add something, because other than how to be a good person and how to go to church, what are you really going to pass down to the next generation? Think about that. We got to pass down wealth of knowledge and wealth of assets. Okay, so learn the skill set, pass down the wealth of knowledge, and pass down the wealth of assets. With that being said, guys, my name is Josh Gray L. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing everybody on the beach and at the bank. God bless and good night. Let me stop the broadcast, and if anybody has any questions, you definitely